What is going on, guys? Ride or Drive back with another one. So as you know, in my channel I have done a lot of topics in this channel. The Ride or Drive channel started off with cycling, went from cycling to my Mustangs, both the EcoBoost and my GT, my F-150, and I touched a little bit on my Riker, and then the Spider, which I'm still doing the Spider. That stuff's not leaving anytime soon, but I wanted to touch on these things here. This is an Apache case. It's by Harbor Freight. It's actually, they sell it by Harbor Freight. The brand is called Apache. So some of you already know I do photography, and I've always looked for cases to keep my photography equipment. Now these cases are just comparable to the Pelican case. Pelican cases come with the foam, and you can cut it up and you can put like your lenses or anything else you want to put on there. But on this one I did a little bit different. So it's got these latches here. It also has these things for you can lock it up. Very sturdy. It's also got an air pressure release, like if you travel, let's say you travel and you put TSA approved locks on here, you can open this vent to release some of the air pressure. So what I use this case for is, let's see if I could open it with one hand because it is kind of tricky. Sorry about that. So this is what I used it for. I used it for my firearms. Now this foam is kind of like a tearaway foam, and so you could dig into it and tear apart pieces. The way that I did is I traced my firearms and my equipment, my magazines and all that, and I flipped it over and I cut out the shape of it. So in here I've got my charger for my lights, the Baldor, I think it's called S, and this is a laser and also a flashlight attachment for the firearms. And let's see if I could turn it on. There's the flashlight. It's up to 800 lumens and you can adjust it. Then also, in addition to that, it also has a laser. So I have two of these for both my firearms. I've got one that's the green laser that you just saw right there. In addition, I also have the blue laser. So I got two of these. These are pretty cool. They actually adapt to your firearm depending on what type of firearm you have. Now these are empty. I don't keep my magazines with my guns. So I got the magazine fast loader. I got 4 magazines for this pistol here, which is the CZP-10C compact. So let's get that out. It's a compact. This is a 9mm, 15 in the clip, or the magazine rather than me saying it right. 15 in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. So this is my first pistol that I bought. And then on this side I've got 2 magazines. I got 2 more coming, and these are for my this is the Taurus G2C. This is also a 9mm, and this is a small compact, and these magazines are 12. So you have 12 in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. You can also get bigger magazines for these for the Taurus. So there you go. That's how I carry all my equipment. It's easy. If I go to the range, I always take my stuff like that, and that way I could take everything at one shot. So once again, the way you do it is you trace it out, like you set the firearm or lens or whatever you want to carry and protect. This is also has the egg crate foam on this side, so it protects it. This is also waterproof and weatherproof from what I read when I bought it. So you have the pieces. Now I kind of like tore these pieces off, and I didn't like how the gun kind of like sat way in there, so I used the pieces that I basically cut out and I put them back in there. Now also the thing about these is you can also, like if you were to rip this off, you can get some kind of glue, shoe glue, and just glue it back on there, and it'll look like that. So pretty cool little setup, guys. If you have any type of equipment that you want to carry, even a drone, I mean, the possibilities for these cases are endless, and they're a lot cheaper than Pelican. So if you want Pelican, hey, there's nothing wrong with it, but if you want something a little bit more economical, this is the way to do it. And like I said, I like how everything fits on here. You know, I got all this space for all my stuff. I got 4 mags in here. On this one, I kind of did a mistake. I should have done it this way. But if, you know, they also sell foam inserts. I know that. They have foam inserts that are already cut up. So you can go ahead and order those, and they'll be perfect for, depending on how many firearms you have. I think the firearms go this way, up and down. So the firearm would be kind of like sticking down like that. But I didn't want to go that route. I wanted to, you know, kind of, when you open it, you can see the firearm. So, you know, touching on the firearms, you know, there's a lot of safety measures that must be taken with firearms. So anytime you pick up a firearm, you always got to have your finger away from the trigger, no matter what. I don't care if it's empty. This gun is completely empty. There's nothing in the clip. I'm thinking about doing a little review on these things, like maybe, I don't know if it's too late to do an unboxing, but I can do what comes in the box of these. So one thing I like about this pistol, by the way, is also that it has a safety. So you can be safe if you do open carry this or carry concealed. And then my CZP-10. These things are a tongue twister. Once again, always have your finger away from the trigger, even if it's empty. It doesn't matter if it's empty. And there's no magazine here. So I think I'll be doing a review of these firearms coming up soon, and maybe doing a review of this. So this is the Agula, I think it's called, mag loader. It's a pretty simple concept. It basically, you put this over your magazine, and it has a device that kind of presses down, and you know, that little lip right there, this lip, kind of press down, and it starts feeding the rounds into the magazine. It saves your fingers, because some of these magazines are very, very stiff. For instance, these right here that go to the CZ, this spring is very, very stiff. And by the time you get to the bottom of it, where you're loading your other magazines, it gets to be a pain in the ass. It's really hard to put them in there. So this is the charger for the Baldur flashlight laser things. So I didn't really touch on the firearms hobby. I just started this hobby, actually. This CZ I got maybe 2 weeks ago, and this I've had it for a few days. So I just started getting into it. Living in Arizona, you do have the liberty of having firearms in different size clips. So I'm also going to take a CCW course this weekend. Looking forward to that. And I'm also going to take a firearm safety course. You know, I live with a family of law enforcement officers, and so, you know, they've taught me a lot as far as, you know, some gun safety and stuff like that. So that is also a help. But yeah, I think I'll do a review on some of these firearms, and then that way I could touch up on them. But you know, the main thing was the Apache case. So this case here fits 2 firearms. You can see my hand and the size, and this is the Apache 3800. So got it at Harbor Freight. This case was, I think, $39 with a 15% coupon that I got. So it dropped it down to like maybe $36 or something. But very rugged case, hard plastic. You know, this is not going to go anywhere. Oh, this is pretty cool that you could put like a little plate or sticker or whatever, and you can adjust it. Once again, the pressure release valve. If you travel, you can release this. If it's pressurized, if you travel. But that's about it, guys. So I'm gonna cut this one short here, but thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.